Gemini, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. This is a message for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. It's an energy reading, so please take it where and how it resonates in your life. This is your message. It's a timeless reading in that it comes to you when you're open and receptive to receiving the message that it's sharing. This channel is filled with them. So please be sure to subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so that you know when I upload your favorite content, because there is a new message for Gemini and all 12 zodiac signs every single week. There are also 12 new extended readings here every single week. And what they mean is that I give you a chance, if you have the time, to go deeper into the energy and the message, to get more specific into the message that we discuss in the general reading. If you really love the extended readings, please join the BWOB membership, because now you get unlimited access to the extended readings through the BWOB membership. So, Gemini, I think we're ready to start. I really do. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. God, what do you need Gemini to know or hear about today? What are your messages for Gemini, God? What do you need Gemini to know or hear about today? What are your messages for Gemini, God? We start with a lot of what you're dealing with now. We're going to get into, if there's any past related, we'll get into it. And then, of course, what's coming or what the potential outcomes could be. Freedom is yours is not so stable. So there is that sense of feeling stuck or held back. This kind of energy is restricted, restrained, harnessed, bridled, not allowed to run free, though you could almost smell the freedom. So there is this energy of feeling unfairly or even wrongly restrained, restricted. Think of bridled, because we do have horse energy here. Now, that could even be by things in your life that you don't know. Like you don't know what you don't know. You don't have the system set up or the strategy set up, and so there was restriction there. Whatever it was, yes, there was something holding you back. And then we have be here now as we turn this corner. This is an essence of, okay, let me stop pushing ahead or wanting something that I don't have. I'm going to be in this moment right in front of me. This is very air sign energy of being in the existing moment. Now, what these two together could mean is that right now in this moment, you are dealing with a lot of restrictions and trying to find your way out of them, trying to figure out not so much why they exist, but that they exist and what the heck to do with them. And the only reason you need to know why is to know how to undo them and get rid of the restrictions. But there is this sense of maybe accepting some of these restrictions right now, not to accept not being able to move forward, but to accept it in order to study it, understand it, know it, and also focus on appreciating where you are right now. What this is telling me, though, Gemini, is there's a turning point here. There's the energy is beginning to shift for you from restricted to present. And then we have this. Transformation is beautiful. And that's a confirmation that your life is now changing, or that you are at not a crossroads, it's you're turning a corner, right? And think that you were walking down a long, dark street, and now there's light, and the wind isn't in your face, and things are going to start to move a lot more smoothly or a lot more comfortably. Maybe you'll even be able to fly. This also implies that something in you has changed, which is probably why you were able to turn the corner or see that you could turn off the street. So there is this sense of liberation that is going to come to you this week from whatever restrictions had been put on you for whatever reasons. Let's get into tarot, because we have our base energy here. Let's get into tarot. How is this impacting Gemini's life? How is this playing out? Okay. Why is there a turning point now? Wow. Because things have gotten overwhelming for you, to a point where they may have in some ways broken you. Something has come out a little bit toward the end of the week, moving more toward the future. We have more restrictions. But as soon as this card came out, okay, first of all, this is Capricornian energy. Capricorn season is going to end in the next 4 days, because this is the 18th, 19th when I'm doing this reading. It ends on the 20th. The sun shifts into Aquarius. So we're ending soon this Capricorn energy, this feeling of restriction or being held back. As soon as this card came out, I thought the devil is now clear. The devil is now obvious. Like whatever strings it was using to harness you, it is now clear who's pulling those harnesses, and that somebody is doing it. This is a tremendous amount, a burden, or whatever fear that's been put on your shoulders. Maybe that's what's been holding you down, bogging you down, or bringing you back. Like it could be fear itself, or even sins or addictions from the past. These monkeys on your back could be weighing you down as well. There are significant amounts of burdens, but I think these are burdens that are coming from requirements or contracts, chains from the outside. That's what I'm picking up. We have heartbreak. So this has been tough for you. And you're not completely out of the woods yet. However, look at this. It's almost like you realize you may have to, or you're being forced to, give something up. And the only way to cut yourself free is you have to abandon something that you had formerly been connected to, or someone that you'd been formerly connected to. This could be a very good thing. Realizing that there are just people or obligations sitting on your shoulders that are not good for you. And maybe in some ways, this has been an intent, a malefic intent to weigh you down in order to stop you, hinder you, isolate you, or count you out. Well, guess what? We have Taurus energy here. This could be coming from a traditional perspective or point of view, or it could be coming from within the marriage. But then we have this, which is an abundance. It could be a person. It's usually a maternal figure. What this shows is a shift. It could be that you're getting out of some connection because of help from a friend, help from somebody that you're getting married to, help from a maternal figure in your life, or simply that this restriction has led to an exceptional amount of abundance. I don't know why this turning point. This is Taurus energy. We have the moon in Taurus as I record this. This is Taurus energy. So I need to understand, because these are major arcana, why is Taurus the shifting point? What is going on? I heard, there's actually abundance here. People have just not been wanting you to get at it. But because that's become so clear, and the devil pulling the strings, and the strings are so clear, it's almost like discovery of a treasure trove. It's been sitting there. Somebody just didn't want you to know about it. Isn't that mean? I'm sure you understand it. I'm sure you got a front row seat to it. But there's happiness here that's coming in. But what is the change? Yeah, somebody owes you money. It could be family money, or it could be gratitude from your family, just people finally valuing you or giving you credit where credit is due. Maybe feeling like I feel good about myself, or now I have, the connections or the people around me that really love me. Surrounding yourself by the right people. So if you are left behind or hoodwinked or restricted, this is actually good, because what they did was liberate you from them. So it may have felt total abandonment, total ridicule at the same time. Now you know the truth. Now you know the reality, and you're free to be around people who actually fucking appreciate you. The appreciation is coming back. I don't know if this is playing at work. Feel free to leave the comments below, or personal, or with financials, whatever it is. Okay, so now I'm going to ask you, God, what is the turning point? What happened? Could be a person. Once it's a person. It's a feminine earth sign, or somebody who is extremely traditional. This is Virgo energy. This is Taurus energy. Could be the banks, could be finances, could be somebody traditional, a management, somebody who's just honest and good at their job, good at their work. Maybe they discovered this pot of gold, or this stored money or resource, or they're just somebody that's helping you put your life in order, right? It could be that, or this could be a person that you're finally liberated from. Either way, it revolves around them, and the worst is over, because we have the Ten of Swords coming out on the table. Something ended, maybe something ended with this person, or this person was able to end something, or you were able to end something with them. So ultimately this ending was, it's gotten as bad as it could possibly be. But this is a permanent ending. And then we have, let's go over her. That's who she, so I don't know if it's a female, but it is a feminine. And this is an energy that is stable and steady. This is somebody who is reliable, or who was persistent. They could be the ones that actually turn belly up and sort of liberate you, or you're finally liberated from that connection to that person if there was some sort of something holding you back. This Ten of Swords tells me that the worst is over, or that maybe all the backstabbing had, what it did was it almost decimated what it was attacking. It's like a virus that kills somebody. It's like you're killing your host. Why are you being stupid? But in that ending, you didn't die. You got reborn. This was transformation, and it was supposed to change you. And I think that it has, in the best sense. And it could be just a representation of a transformation inside of yourself. Wanting something far more traditional, far more simple, like done being a free agent or roaming or running free. Could be that as well. I got to pick a moon card here. We have that full moon in Leo coming up. Nothing is yet set in stone, though I think somebody tried to convince you that it was, but it isn't. And what this card tells me is, Gemini, you still have time to make the necessary changes, or to get back into the race and keep going. You could still win this. Nothing has been yet set in stone, even though, and people are now reluctant to set things in stone, even though there was somebody tried to scare them, or somebody tried to force them or restrict you, or like really, there was intentional and malefic manipulation that was going on here. But the worst is over with, and now you still have time to do what you want to do and choose how to move forward. Interesting. Let me grab one of these cards really quick, and then I want to see how you guys should move forward. Gemini. Okay, nothing from that deck. Let me see. So how should Gemini be moving forward? How should Gemini be moving forward? We have the Justice card, maybe taking legal action, or legal action, like decisions are finally made that balances things out for you. But you should be moving forward legally. You should be moving forward righteously. You should not be moving forward by letting them make you into something petty. And then protective of the people that you actually care about, knowing how important this person is. Once again, this is Queen of Cups energy, somebody who's very giving and open-hearted and loving unconditionally. It could even mean that, happy birthday, Doug Denny, in some ways you want to protect this person, or now you feel more intent on knowing their value in your life if they were the only ones that actually came through for you. This is, or at least getting a taste of what is truly people who care about you and respecting them and appreciating them a lot more, versus being too open to just letting anybody in your life. I think your standards have gone way up. This could also be deciding to protect or defend a maternal figure, somebody who is some sort of mother in your life, or protect your heart and be more exclusive with who you decide to trust and let into your inner world. I think your inner circle just got way smaller, and you're very happy about it, Gemini, because it's about time to trim that fat so that you can get that real lean edge and then sort of be that precision hunter moving forward. This is a turning point where you take back control. Let's get into the extended. I'll see you guys there.